Being a movie actor sometimes entails certain difficulties, and although we at Celebs Highlights do not condone or celebrate any technique that endangers the health or even the lives of performers, today we want to bring you featured roles that took an actor to the extreme. We hope you enjoy them. Charlize Theron. Her role as Eileen in Monster is on another level, befitting a goddess like this affable and sympathetic actress. Theron gained 19 kilos in weight, shaved off her eyebrows and wore a dental prosthesis to play a streetwalker who, after an attempt to cheat her, takes to robbing her clients and sending them to heaven. While the physical appearance is not exactly the same as the person on which it is based, this radical transformation is so strong that the viewer begins to doubt the identity of the actress. That such an attractive 28-year-old girl can turn into a person who has been badly beaten by life, accustomed to wandering through dirty alleys full of riffraff, goes to show how far one can go if one puts in the effort and has the artistic talent in the first place. Heath Ledger. Although the morbidity surrounding the circumstances of his accidental death and speculation about whether the role of Joker contributed to it are closely related in the minds of many, the reality is that the unhinged clown and terrorist who infects an entire modern city with his madness is one of the great roles of the 21st century. In order to prepare for it, Ledger had contacted Christopher Nolan long beforehand, explaining how he could adapt to the dark and realistic, gritty character. He even went so far as to live for a month alone inside a room in London hotel, in the dark, practicing the tone of voice and posture and personality for his role, and watching videos of celebrities with artificial intelligence voices to drive himself even crazier. His excessive makeup and bizarre manner left a vivid impression in the minds of all of us who saw the film, and it makes us regret that we didn't get to see more roles from that talented actor. Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis. Now, acting and direction and a good script can turn an ordinary character into an iconic one. And that's exactly what Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis considered in The Black Swan, a 2010 psychological thriller. When it came to transforming themselves into two ballet dancers competing against each other, Portman and Kunis trained for 6 months before filming began, all with the goal of developing the body type and musculature of professional dancers. Portman worked out 5 hours a day, doing ballet and swimming and cross-country. Kunis, meanwhile, left Macaulay Culkin to his herbal medicine and did cardio and Pilates for 7 days a week, 5 hours a day. Both lost about 10 kilos and suffered several injuries as a result of the intense training that they were not used to. But the effort was worth it, because the tension and drama between these two actresses can be felt in the film. Very, very hot tension. Subscribe to Uncle Celebs Highlights if you want more content about these two popular performers. Forest Whitaker. Now, many of you may not have seen The Last King of Scotland. It doesn't help that it's a historically themed film, a genre that doesn't usually have massive audiences. And it doesn't help that it's set in the recent history of an African country which many of us know next to nothing about. The plot consists of the story of a Scottish doctor who goes to work in Uganda during the rule of a famous dictator. Little by little, the doctor, as if he were Michele Ferrari, gets involved in the power games of the upper echelons and acquires a position that puts him in constant danger. Forest Whitaker, the actor who plays the dictator, performs miraculously in this film. But to do so, Whitaker, who is known for the meticulous preparation of his roles, had to gain 20 kilos and learn to play the accordion and watch lots and lots of documentaries and newsreels, and he even learned Swahili with a Ugandan accent, to the point of deceiving native speakers about his own origin. And as if that were not enough, he lived for 3.5 months in Uganda, conversing with the dictator's relatives, his mistresses, his ministers and generals, and not forgetting the relatives of the victims of his regime of terror. An almighty effort that resulted in a captivating role, one which earned him the Oscar for Best Actor and the affection of Celebs Highlights subscribers, the best possible award of all. Adrien Brody, The Pianist. The 2002 film is a masterpiece by director-friend of the cutest young ladies, Roman Polanski, who made the very good, very wise decision to cast Adrien Brody as the lead, Władysław Szpilman. But Brody didn't get the role by chance. He prepared himself thoroughly to be able to step into the shoes of a person with such a life on the edge. He lived a lonely life for months, sold his apartment and his car, broke up with his girlfriend and went to live in Europe. And not wanting the piano sound to be added completely in post-production, he learned to play by practicing 4 hours a day, starting with songs by Elton John and then progressing to the works of Chopin, the speciality of Szpilman. He was also convinced that the true desperation he feels when close to starvation cannot be faked, and so he decided to follow a very strict diet of eggs, green tea, fish and smoked vegetables. And so he managed to lose 13 kilos. This made him the youngest actor to win the Oscar for Best Actor at the age of 29. And then he played a bullfighter in a movie and ruined his career. Sweetie F. The popular Marvel movie performer has garnered millions of fans around the world thanks to her efforts in playing multiple cosplay roles in their famed action movies. In them, the tender and sweet Sweetie gets so into the roles that she is able to get hundreds of fans at home to be engrossed, open-mouthed, generating so much intimacy and closeness that these fans have to have toilet paper handy, just in case they bump into the TV and have to clean it from the stains of their tears. I think they're tears. But unfortunately for her, the Russian-born American has shimmied across several red lines on YouTube by uploading several videos which could not be described as being family-friendly, and this has served her to be censored by the platform. Sweetie, unabashed, insists that she will go even further, to the extreme, and she will take her role as a feline wherever she can, in order to get more and more followers, and more money, which is the only goal she has in life. If you've seen any of her movies on Marvel Hub or elsewhere, let us know in the comments. We'll be oh so eager to read all about it. And of course, before you run off to see some of her great performances, check out this video on the screen. You're sure to love it.